Welcome back to another episode of Sitting Down with Soul Writer. I am Jenna O'Malley, your soul writer, author of sci-fi fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references. And we're here to do kind of two videos in one. It's getting to be the end of the quarter. We're going to catch up on some things that I definitely want to share with you in vlog format. So today is two-part. Part one, Kickstarter unboxings and shout-outs. Part two is going to be a little bit of a tech review. So let's go ahead and get straight on into it. And above all, take care of yourself. I know you're worth it. Let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and dive straight on into the Kickstarter end of things. First and foremost, thank you to everybody who went ahead and supported my Kickstarter and voted on the Kickstarter community tab that was in my YouTube channel until last week. We are going to be making a clearer announcement based on your votes here in October. So definitely keep an eye out for all of that. And I want to give congratulations to two of my friends who did get theirs fulfilled. I have one to unbox today and one to unbox in the future. So Sako Tumi and QWordy, congratulations. You can find both of their channels here on the YouTubes. And I wanted to go ahead and do an unboxing of Sako's. I've had it sitting here and I didn't want to let it sit here much longer. As soon as Q's comes in, I'll go ahead and do that for you as well, my friend. So, ba-da-da-da, the HOTARU Kickstarter. As you can tell, I previewed it a little bit. I had to make sure it was what I thought it was, because at first I thought it was t-shirts. Yes, in my opinion, you could fold 2 or 3 t-shirts into a box and steam them and whatnot to get them to stay this tightly. I've seen Amazon do it before, so why not? I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, okay. So it is very nicely packaged. Unlike mine, where I treated it like a book box and did it myself, Sako had somebody actually print it all, saran wrap it, and ship it out. So I'm going to go ahead and toss the packaging to the side, and I'm going to need a pair of scissors. I see they left me a little bit of a tail right there. Oh yes. No book bindings or pages were harmed in the opening of the saran wrap. Ooh, nice. As you can see, there's some different odds and ends that came with. Now, is this a, yes, that's just a cardboard backing for support, but you already got a sneak peek. These are amazing. Oh, I cannot wait to put these on something. I gotta find something to put them on. Oh, those are so pretty. And then, of course, the piece de resistance. Set in San Diego, California, Japanese-American firefighter HOTARU heads to a party. However, this party is different. It is occupied by vampires. Yes! Things get tense. As she acts as a fire dancing diversion, she garners the attention of the vampires present. One in particular turns her and introduces her to a dark world of blood drinking and no fire. Follow her journey through the proverbial wood chipper that is vampire politics. As a writer of the vampires myself, I had to go ahead and definitely support somebody who does it in graphic novel form. Oh my god! Graphic novels, vampires, 2 of my favorite things. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek because you really need to go support Sako if you want anything akin thereof and hear the full story, but that's just the opening page. Oh my lands. Sako! This is gorgeous. Oh my dear. There's some chibi-esque pages in here that are really cute. Oh wow, you can see where it went through its different phases, and you get to see a lot of Sako's epic storytelling and her art. And then of course, just look, I showed you the back, the front, I'll show you the back. Oh, Just delicious, beautiful. So if you want to check out, please do see Sako's YouTube in the description box below. Also, if you want to see how things go for my unboxing, I will be doing one for QWordy in the meantime. Don't hesitate to go over and show QWordy's channel some love as well. There are two people I definitely need to shout out to in the process though. Many of you know, or most of you come from my writing sprints that I do in part on behalf of the Heartbeatings writing community. There are two other people in my community who host sprints, Melissa of Power Play Press and Angela of Angela Hester Books. If you are not watching their Kickstarters, please do so. Melissa's is in the midst of going on right now. Like there's a matter of days left. Please go ahead and check it out so we can get Melissa fully funded ASAP. I also went ahead and did a podcast with Melissa earlier this month where we talked more about this project. If you want more information, of course, I'll link both of those below. And then Angela Hester Books is a writer of children's literature, and she has C is for Camping going up on the Kickstarter right now as part of her alphabet series. So if you love and adore our author mom, as many of us call her, please go ahead and give her some support. I've placed the preview link for her Kickstarter in the box below. Thank you to everybody who continues to support Kickstarter as an endeavor for us indie authors and keep us inspired in writing. We love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting not just me, but also making sure that you are supporting everybody else. And if you like videos like this, make sure you are commenting, subscribing, please, and thank you. So, we will go ahead and I'll enjoy more HOTARU and the flaming dancing goodness later. Oh my god, Sako. Anyway, to the techie portions of things. So, in the last update office haul video, I've changed the layout slightly. As you can see, something new is back there. I moved one thing and it shifted us further this way to that wall. So you can see things a wee bit better, I hope. At the same time, some of my technology has given up the ghost. Like Old Faithful. The bane of my existence as a YouTuber. You and I, my friend, have recorded many a class, because I taught K-12 using this too for 2-3 years. So there's a lot of time I've spent putting my voice through this mic, and the port on the bottom in here internally is yoinked. Instead of getting it repaired, because the warranty was gone, I went ahead and just purchased its younger cousin, brother. The first one I have, if you couldn't tell, was the Blue Yeti, the proper Blue Yeti, the big boy condenser. And now I have the Snowball with a really cool anime-esque pop cover on it. But this one is plug and play. So if you're looking for a really good quality mic that I think makes my voice sound like butter, don't know why I'm not talking, or I don't know why I'm talking into it, it's not plugged in, but I think it does make my voice sound pretty good. This is a good entry-level mic and a good, I don't feel like futzing with a lot of settings mic. This one, on the other hand, lets you have a full audio control panel. It'll bring up Logitech's, their, like what you connect all of their gear to internally for their G-Hub, that's what it's called. And you can go in there and actually predetermine your sound settings. After having to fight with that for 3 years, it seems so simple to just have to plug something in. So after only using this for a couple of weeks, I will definitely say the love-hate relationship is much time to be over. Maybe another time, another day, I'll have something that nice. But in the meantime, I think really this is all I'll need. Yes, I'll go ahead and link them below. There's going to be a lot of links below. It is a tech video. What else should I expect? If you want to look at the specifications, check the links below. Especially if you want to see if your computer is compatible with either of these. If you tend to do a lot of stuff other than just what I do with the makey of the videos, if you tend to do a lot of singing, a lot of voiceover-y stuff, if you do a lot of narration, this might be the way to go for you. I will say I have done about 6 or 7 chapters of Book 1 to the Myrna Annals for my Ream Stories Myrna collection. over there, link below, or card or somewhere. And that microphone didn't sound as crisp without me doing a lot of settings before and after with the edit. Now, on the other hand, I did have to buy another new printer. I've been a huge fan of Brother brand printers since I first started teaching. I actually purchased my own printer for my classroom because the school I first started teaching at in West Virginia, in Hampshire County, did not supply printers, ink, or copier paper at the copier, mind you, for teachers. They supplied you the copier and the copier toner. That was it. If you wanted your own printer in your own classroom, you paid for all of it. So I bought a nice one. I bought a LaserJet, and it worked forever. A couple of people who are part of subscribership to this channel are actually former students, and some of them have printed many a paper on that printer. It followed me to four classrooms before it kaputted. Then we got another all-in-one Brother printer. It was nice. It let me do the front and back printing, but it was an inkjet, not a LaserJet. The new one we have is also an inkjet. It does not do the front and back pages as nicely, which I didn't think about when I first bought this. So yeah, the next HB90 printer I print is going to be so interesting. The next HB90 planner I print is going to be so interesting here at the end of the year, because normally when I get it, I purchase for the whole year or as many quarters in advance as I can, and then print it all at once, because I did it. That's how I always work in the copier room as a teacher. I want to go and do it all once that week and not have to mess with it at all the rest of the week if I can stand it. That didn't change. Do I like my new printer? It's nice. It does what I need it to do. I foresee it eventually being the family printer and me upgrading to something a little beefier down the line if I need to make flyers and things, or if I start doing what I really want to do with Snowball Academy and start adding on some in-person workshops locally in the Hagerstown and Washington County, Maryland area. But that's further down the line. Yes, I can use printing services, go to the library, Staples, Office Depot, Office Max, whatever is similar in my area, and have them do it. That's non-issue. But eventually down the road, I might want to consider making my own. A splurgy item, not splurgy item, that I did buy as a result of my Kickstarter. You do see the videos, some of which are running back there in the background for us. This item has probably been my most favorite tech item to date, just because I see skies as the limit as far as what I can do with it. I did purchase a thermal label printer to do peel and stick labels. I would eventually like to do a yearly or twice a year book box for all my books, inspired by how I do my Kickstarter, and just modify it a little bit along the way. Do I think I'll still do Kickstarters in the future once I'm done with the Myrna Annals? Maybe. But these book boxes let me do similar things, more common and more on the routine. I did have 4. I now have 2 Kickstarters in mind for the Myrna Annals Season 1 before I'm pretty much done with it, unless I do an audiobook one. But more on that at a later date in October. This purchase would let me also make my own stickers, because they do, design my own stickers. They do have round, square, some odd and end peel and stick shapes that just kind of like the mailing labels you see that, is there one here? Yaha! Just like the mailing label right there, they are just peel and stick. So, totally worth it. Out of the 3 techie items I've spent money on, this printer is probably the one that I am finding the most benefit from. I think that I probably will do another tech update, maybe do a yearly one, along with an office update every 6 months. So you probably won't be seeing too many more of these now. Heaven forbid, knock on wood, there's wood in here somewhere. Heaven forbid Cody and I move unexpectedly before Christmas like we did last year. We don't want to repeat the holidays like that again. So otherwise, what's all coming down the pipeline? We do have the last episode of So You Want to Be an Authortuber going on this coming Tuesday. Then we'll have the final Q&A the weekend after that, and be right in time to kick off Soulbard Academy's first paid course. And if you haven't seen the video on that, go ahead and check the announcement video 4. And we have a cover reveal for book 3 and 4, and a huge announcement coming from the Myrna Annals at the end of the month, right after books 1 and 2 go wide. If you want to peek at books 1 and 2 now, go ahead and check www.jennathesoulwriter.com/Myrna, MERNA, and you can find the links to purchase there, or reamstories.com/Myrna Private Collection. What's so important about my Ream locale? Well, not only are you getting to see the Myrna Annals there before anyone else, book 3 is going to go up there for everyone to see before it goes to Kickstarter and wide. You'll also get to see the cover reveals a week early and announcements about Kickstarters a week early. And you'll get to hear moi read through books 1, 2, 3, 4, and more as we go along. Plus, sitting there currently is the beginnings of book 1 to a story I wrote almost 2 years ago now. Vixia Langica, a lit RPG x contemporary urban fantasy romance kind of deal. Yeah, you know me and my genre overlaps. It's kind of like Ready Player One, but from a girl's point of view, written by a woman's hand. We'll put it that way. There's a lot of anime references, there's a lot of video game references, a lot of 90s music and pop culture references. So if you enjoyed that genre or any of those things, check it out. This story would take place concurrently-ish with season 2 of the Myrna Annals. Wait a minute. Video games end up dealing with pirates and things from the 1600s? How? You'll find out eventually. Come and join us over at Amaranth's Library for the ride. Thank you all for being here, and above all, please do check out all the other Kickstarters and other channels I mentioned, and take care of yourself. I know you're worth it. Bye!